The Proud Boys is a far-right, 2-3, neo-fascist 4, and male-only 5, political organization 6, that promotes and engages in political violence in the United States and Canada. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. While the group officially rejects racism, several members have been affiliated with white supremacy, and the Proud Boys has been described by U.S. intelligence organizations as a dangerous white supremacist group. 12, 13, 14, 15. The group originated in the far-right Tackies magazine 16, in 2016 under the leadership of Vice Media co-founder and former commentator Gavin McInnes, taking its name from the song Proud of Your Boy from the 2011 Disney musical Aladdin. 17, 18. Although the Proud Boys emerged as part of the alt-right, McInnes distanced himself from this movement in early 2017, saying the Proud Boys was alt-right while the alt-right's focus was race. 19. The rebranding effort intensified following the white supremacist Unite the Right rally. 20. Since early 2019, Enrique Tarrio, who identifies as Afro-Cuban, has been the chairman of the Proud Boys. 2/21/22. The Anti-Defamation League, ADL, has said that hile the group can be described as violent, nationalistic, Islamophobic, transphobic and misogynistic. Its members represent a range of ethnic backgrounds, and its leaders vehemently protest any allegations of racism. 23. Despite denying that they are a racist group, the Proud Boys tends to espouse racist ideologies and attract white supremacists as members, with founder McInnes having said, "I love being white and I think it's something to be very proud of. I don't want our culture diluted. We need to close the borders now and let everyone assimilate to a Western, white, English-speaking way of life." 23. The group believes man and Western culture are under siege, their views having elements of the white genocide conspiracy theory. 24, 25, 26. Members have participated in multiple racist events and events centered around anti-Antifa, anti-left and anti-socialism violence. 5/27. With expelled member Jason Kessler organizing the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. 28-29. The Proud Boys glorify violence. 30-31, 32-33. And the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC, has called the group an alt-right fight club. 29-34-35. The organization has been described as a hate group by NPR's The Takeaway 36, and the SPLC, 12. While the ADL has variously described the Proud Boys as an extremist conservative, 37, group and ideologically as primarily alt-right. 23. In late November 2018, an internal memo from the Clark County Sheriff's Office showed that the FBI had designated the Proud Boys an extremist group, but it later clarified that only certain members were extremist threats with ties to white nationalism. 10/38-39-40. In 2019, 2 Proud Boys were sentenced to 4 years in prison for attempted gang assault, attempted assault and other charges for a 2018 New York incident where they attacked individuals who prosecutors said were members of Antifa. 41. The Proud Boys have been banned by Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. 42. Gavin McInnes co-founded Vice magazine in 1994, but he was pushed out in 2008 due to creative differences. After leaving, he began doggedly hacking a jagged but unrelenting path to the far-right fringes of American culture, according to a 2017 profile in the Canadian Globe and Mail. 43. The Proud Boys organization was launched in September 2016, on the website of Tackies magazine, a far-right publication for which white nationalist Richard B. Spencer had once served as executive editor. 5. It existed informally before then as a group centered around McInnes, and the first gathering of the Brooklyn chapter in July 2016 resulted in a brawl in the bar where they met. 17. The name is derived from the song Proud of Your Boy, originally created for Disney's 1992 film Aladdin but left out following story changes in production, and later featured in the 2011 musical adaptation. In the song, the character Aladdin apologizes to his mother for being a bad son and promises to make her proud. McInnes interprets it as Aladdin apologizing for being a boy. He first heard it while attending his daughter's school music recital. The song's fake, humble, and self-serving lyrics became a running theme on his podcast. McInnes said it was the most annoying song in the world but that he could not get enough of it. 17. The organization has been described as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC 12, and NPR's The Takeaway. 36. Spencer, McInnes and the Proud Boys have been described as hipster racists by Vox 44, and Media Matters for America. 45-46. McInnes says victim mentality of women and other historically oppressed groups is unhealthy, arguing that, here is an incentive to be a victim. It is cool to be a victim. He sees white men and Western culture as under siege and described criticism of his ideas as victim-blaming. 43. Their views have elements of the white genocide conspiracy theory. 24-25-26. According to the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, the group is part of the alt-right and is overtly Islamophobic. 47. The ADL reports that, ideologically, members subscribe to a scattershot array of libertarian and nationalist tropes, referring to themselves as anti-communist and anti-political correctness, but in favor of free speech and free markets. 47. In October 2019, members of the Denver chapter of the Proud Boys marched with members of the Patriot Front and former members of the neo-Nazi Traditionalist Worker Party. According to the ADL, T-Hasa relationships show the Proud Boys to be less a pro-Western drinking club and more an extreme, right-wing gang. 47. In early 2017, McInnes began to distance himself from the alt-right, saying their focus is race and his focus is what he calls Western values. This rebranding effort intensified after the Unite the Right rally. 1920-48. In 2018, McInnes was saying that the Proud Boys were part of the new right. 49. The organization glorifies political violence against Antifa 5 and leftists, reenacting political assassinations, wearing shirts that praise Augusto Pinochet's murders of leftists and participating directly in political violence. 29-34. In April 2016, McInnes, who believes violence is a really effective way to solve problems, has said, "I want violence, I want punching in the face. I'm disappointed in Trump supporters for not punching enough." 529. In August 2017, he further stated that, "We don't start fights, but we will finish them." 50. Heidi Beirich, the intelligence project director for the SPLC, said that this form of intentional aggression was not common among far-right groups in the past. She further said the far-right's claim that, "We're going to show up and we're intending to get in fights" was new. 51. In late November 2018, it was reported, based on an internal memo of the Sheriff's Office in Clark County, Washington, that the FBI had classified the Proud Boys as an extremist group with ties to white nationalism. 10. 2 weeks later, the special agent in charge of the FBI's Oregon office clarified that the FBI did not mean to designate the entire group, only a number of members of the group, ascribing the error to miscommunication. 38-52-53. During the conference, the FBI recommended referring to classifications about the group by the SPLC and other outside agencies. 38. The organization is opposed to feminism and promotes gender stereotypes in which women are subservient to men. 43-5. The organization has a female member-only auxiliary wing named Proud Boys Girls that supports the same ideology. 54. The ADL states that the Proud Boys are an extremist conservative group. 37. According to the ADL, McInnes and the Proud Boys are misogynistic who call women lazy and less ambitious than men and venerate the housewife. 23. McInnes has called for enforced monogamy and criticized feminism as a cancer. 23. Some men who are not white, including Enrique Tarrio, the group's chairman and the Florida State Director of Latinos for Trump, 22, have joined the Proud Boys, drawn by the organization's advocacy for men, anti-immigrant stance, and embrace of violence. 55. Officially, the Proud Boys condemn racism, with Tarrio stating that the group has long-standing regulations prohibiting racist, white supremacist or violent activity. However, the ADL has deemed the group as having anti-Semitic, Islamophobic and racist views, with the group known to threaten, intimidate or violently assault anti-racism protesters. 56. The group has claimed there is an inherent superiority of the West, going to great lengths to mask members' connections to white supremacy. 57. The ADL states that the Proud Boys' extreme, provocative tactics, coupled with overt or implicit racism, Islamophobia, antisemitism and misogyny and the fact that the group is so decentralized, inconsistent, and spread out, suggest the group should be a significant cause for concern. 37. The Proud Boys have been banned by social media platforms Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. 42. In August 2018, Twitter terminated the official account for the group along with McInnes' account under its policy prohibiting violent extremist groups. At the time, the group's profile photo showed a member punching a counter-protester. 58. Facebook and Instagram banned the group and McInnes in October 2018. 59. That same year, YouTube banned the Proud Boys founder for copyright violation in December 2018. 60. On June 16, 2020, Facebook announced it had removed 358 accounts off its platform and 172 off Instagram that held ties to the organization. 61. According to David Newart, the Proud Boys recruit with emphasis on right-wing 15 to 30-year-old white males who come primarily from suburbs and exurbs. 62. The Proud Boys say they have an initiation process that has 4 stages and includes hazing. The first stage is a loyalty oath, on the order of "I'm a proud Western chauvinist, I refuse to apologize for creating the modern world." The second is getting punched until the person recites pop culture trivia, such as the names of 5 breakfast cereals. The third is getting a tattoo and agreeing to not masturbate, and the fourth is getting into a major fight for the cause. 18, 34, 63, 64, 65, 66. The Daily Beast reported in February 2018 that the Proud Boys have amended their rules to prohibit cargo shorts and the use of opioids and crystal meth. 67. However, the same article mentioned no restrictions were placed on cocaine. In July 2018, Proud Boys LA had 160 members and up to 300 pending applicants, according to the unidentified Proud Boys LA president. 68. Women are not allowed to join the Proud Boys 5, and the unnamed president of Proud Boys LA told the Los Angeles Times the group only admits biological men. 68.